and start the episode whenever it's...
Right now! Welcome back to On the Branch!
We're traversing.
Oh no, it's the Gotta Go Fast level when we're Gotta Go Fasting, and I did the gamer's favorite drug, but hang on.
No.
I have to clarify a thing I realized I forgot to fully explain last
What didn't you clarify?
Or not last episode, like way earlier in the series. I made a comment about how it was like hailing inside at work, and I didn't actually finish explaining what the hell I was talking about, because I was explaining the excavation technique of, pumping water in and then pumping like slush out. So yeah, that's how they were excavating, but bye Yoshi, sorry Yoshi. But
you're not sorry, Yoshi.
You could hear it as like rocks came down the big, steel pipe, the big stainless steel pipe. So you just hear it, and it would be like when there's a hailstorm on a tin roof. If you've ever heard something like that, if you've ever heard that sort of thing. Well, I mean, sorry, I specifically had one of those as a kid that I would hear. So
yeah, I'm just giving you shit. Go on.
Yeah. Maybe it was aluminum siding. I don't know. But you get my point. That hail on metal sound.
Yes.
Oh gosh. All right. This is tough now. All of a sudden. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah. That's why I was making the hail reference, because just it was like.
It was like hail.
It was super, super loud, and it was amusing to me that it was raining outside and hailing inside in the middle of summer. I mean, that happens for real in places like Idaho. But no, today I decided to make it the bit episode.
Yay, bit episode.
Yeah, you know the whole spiel that I explained something. You and I did the gamer's favorite drug earlier, and I don't know how the subject came up. Sorry. We try to make this something that's a little more participatory. We like when the gamers suggest something. Hey, you can comment down below something you'd like me to explain.
If you would like something in the comments to John explain.
Or just talk about while I'm in my state of extreme non-sobriety. Yeah, feel free. I will talk to you, gamers. And you can set criteria, whatever. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in the comments. Except I gotta remember to check the comments, because I haven't checked the comments in like 3
We haven't
weeks.
gotten a lot of Leeli started talking to us again.
Okay, yeah. So people come and go. They get busy. People have lives. I'm the same way with a lot of content I watch. It just, suddenly I'm busy. What's funny is sometimes when I'm busy is when I'm watching the most content, because it's when I'm just popping in earbuds and listening while I'm working.
Yeah.
Because the kind of mental engagement my job takes is not one that takes up like the verbal parts of my brain, if that makes sense.
You're not really actually talking to people. You're just reading things and
rarely reading stuff. If I have to read something, I'll pause what
I mean is like you're tasking.
Yes, you're tasking. You're doing tasks. Exactly. 90% of my job is tasks and going between those tasks. Interesting noise.
I am trying to remember how the fuck to get to Castle 5.
It was a secret.
Thanks, John.
I'm pretty sure it's a pipe.
In which level?
Ah!
Lucky to know.
Amarith.
John.
We're definitely not making 2 hours. I'm glad we broke this up. Glad we
called the audible.
Yeah, decided to take a little brizzity break. So yeah, earlier in a previous time, when John took the gamer's favorite drug, not when we were playing video games, we were talking about video games. Contractually, we have to talk about Link to the Past randomizer at least
once per session.
At least once per so many episodes. So this is it for the session.
Well, we talked about Ken earlier, but
that's true. Hey, you don't know what session this is. This is the next session. Shh.
Or is it the previous session?
I'm gonna get sober really fast for the next for this session. Okay.
Okay.
It's for starting next episode. So I have to think now, which is funny because it should be easy. I'm just navigating.
Damn it. Fuck.
Okay. The subject came up. Do you remember how it came up?
Which subject?
Ladder points. Not ladder points, qualifier points. So in
It was because you feel that someone who is in one of the current tournaments
Oh,
does not
yeah.
fit correctly.
Yeah, he didn't fit. He got miscategorized because the system miscategorized him. I don't think that's how
because
it came
the system
up.
sucked.
Yeah, the system wasn't. Well, it didn't suck. It just wasn't as good as it could
sucks.
be.
A lot of people agree, like that system just sucks.
Well, I mean, yes, but like sucks compared to what?
Well, it's also one of those like no one can come up with a better alternative.
Right.
That's why it sucks.
So I came up with an amendment. So not an alternative, but a fix for it. But it went a long way to get to that fix because it started as an alternative, and it was a terrible alternative. So I'm gonna tell that story right now, here. So I was just brainstorming. It was off the cuff. I'm like, well, what it should be is instead of assigning points based off of because right now you in qualifiers, 100 people will run the race, for example, just end number of people because it's however many people sign up to run that race on that day.
Yeah,
and it'll be as few as 20 something,
and you have no idea how everyone's going to perform.
And as many as hundreds. Yeah, and the way the points you get are based off of the amount of time you finish after the average of the first 3 runners,
also known as Z-score.
Yes, the Z-score. And so Z-score has this really negative downside to it. It's got some upsides, but it's got this one really negative built into it of this means for Link to the Past randomizer, if there's this one seed where everybody is a jet seed, it's a jet seed for everybody. Like if you're competent,
everyone does good.
If you're competent, you sub 90'd it. Most people sub 125'd it. It's a fast seed. Everyone is going to get a lot of points because they're going to have all finished close in behind the winners of the race, those first 3. However, if it's a hell seed, but a few people finished it really fast and set that par really short,
and just really clowned it up,
which always happens when there are people running it.
When there's that many people,
running it. When there's more than about 30 people, someone's gonna have that the threshold isn't that high.
Like once you hit the 100 range, it's like
it's guaranteed.
Someone's gonna do something stupid just because. Yeah, like I'm gonna make this huge gamble, and that I normally wouldn't, but 1 in 1,000 seeds, it'll pay off. And it did this time for the 3 people that it needed to.
Yeah.
And, they just ruined the fucking score for everybody.
Yeah, because, so what that means is everyone that participated in that
particular race gets tanked.
Gets their scores tanked by comparison to those who didn't. And so, god damn this level, I'm backtracking so much. So yeah, my first solution was, just take, instead of doing it based off of that time, that Z-score, just line everyone up in a row, and just divvy out points
based on place.
Yeah. And then just make it out of a scale of 0 to 100, and it's a fraction because if there's say 10 people are racing, then 10th place or 9th place gets only 10 points, and 5th place gets 50 points or whatever. You get my point.
Yeah.
And I realized no, that would really suck. And this idea has probably actually already been previously rejected because of this suckitude. For the reason that you would not, if it's a really close seed where
everyone finishes
in a pack, or most everyone finishes in a pack, then
you get punished.
You'll get massively punished for being 5 seconds behind, and it does feel
that's kind of shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, that was probably proposed and rejected, and I asked, and yes, the guy who's the big nerd who kind of runs the show on this. Who I just actually had a conversation with the day that I had this idea. I just got him up. Discord is a wonderful thing. I just got this guy on the horn that 10 minutes after I had this discussion with Amarith. And we hashed it out and said, this is something we'll run numbers on and see how good it is, how good it works out.
And I told you to go to him, by the way.
Yeah. But what a freaking great world. I got hit by that exact same guy last attempt. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we rejected that idea, and then I said, wait, let's just take what it is right now. Let's take that z-score and just add a normalization. Like, just take
normalize it.
Yeah, just take the mean, take the average points, and multiply by that. That way, every seed is worth the same amount. And yeah, we're gonna. Oh, God damn it.
At least you're not lost in the forest, John.
That's what we're gonna try. Oh my gosh, engine has evolved. Thank you, SteelSeries, whose hardware I never decided to buy but was built into my laptop. I'm glad you decided to take up like 20% of my screen real estate for like. I have to click you away. Fuck you. Fuck you, SteelSeries. You are the worst. I had to click you away twice. What an awful company. They make shitty mice. Anyway, the thing I was talking about. So yeah, what I came up with is just use that z-score and then normalize the scores to where everybody gets, you know, so everyone gets the same average number of points out of the seed, and then
the rates, rather.
Every seed is averaged out. Now there's still a couple flaws in the system, but this doesn't introduce any new flaws. Hopefully. So we're going to look and see how it affects the numbers. And if it affects them well, it might get implemented for next year. If that's
would be really nice,
if that's the system that sticks for next year. Because, I don't know, maybe someone comes up with a better system for next year, right?
Probably not, though.
Probably not.
Because a lot of systems just really suck. God, I do not remember how the fuck to get out of here. John, how do I get out of here?
I cannot talk right now.
When you were just talking.
No, I'm done talking. Now is not the time for talking. Now is the time for executing. Now is the time to be a man. To man up. To do that montage. To have that time. It's Amarith.
It's
now? Ken time.
It's Ken time.
It's Ken time.
Did Ken get his win?
No, I need to figure out how to get out of this room, though. Is this the one where you get, like, they lift you way up on the right?
I don't remember. You're in Ghost House Land. That's like long gone from me.
Well, I guess I'll have to figure it out.
Damn it!
Next time on The Branch.